In Southwest Philadelphia, the Pennsylvania SPCA's Humane Law Enforcement team are heading out to a house to serve a search warrant. Officer Leonard Knox has received a tip-off that there are pit bulls at the property that may be being trained to fight. The officers don't know who or what they might encounter and have called ahead for police backup.
Pennsylvania SPCA, we have a search warrant.
Armed with the search warrant, Knox and his teammates, Officer Wayne Smith and trainee agent Juan Martinez, get ready to enter the house.
SPCA, search warrant!
Hello?
Search warrant, SPCA! Search warrant, SPCA!
At the back of the property, there are 5 adult pit bulls secured with thick collars and large metal chains. As Knox photographs the scene for evidence, he spots a dog in the corner of the yard in shocking condition. The black pit bull has multiple scars to his head and shoulders. The officers are sure they have stumbled on a dog fighting operation.
Something back there too?
You've been banging, they've been fighting him.
Illegal dog fighting is a felony offense and a tragic fact of urban city life. Sadly, Philadelphia is no exception. Recent years have seen a steady increase in cases, and across the states, an estimated 250,000 dogs are killed or injured in fights each year.
We came expecting one thing and we got another one. And it's really messed up. They're fighting here.
The black pit bull has the worst injuries, but the other dogs are also in bad shape, and the living conditions are poor.
Nope, I don't see no food or water. He got infected ears because of the flies and stuff on them all the time. This is not good at all. Especially seeing a dog like that, you can tell that dog been through a lot, through a really hard time. He got a lot of marks in his face. Basically, all of them need vet care as soon as possible.
Under the terms of the search warrant, the officers are going to remove all 5 dogs and take them back to the shelter for medical attention. Knox cautiously approaches the first dog. If confronted or frightened, the dogs quickly become aggressive.
Yeah, look, it's not going to hurt you. It's not going to hurt you, okay?
At the front of the house, the police are keeping guard. Inside is a 15-year-old boy who claims the dogs belong to his brother.
He said the guy that's in there, he's 15 years old. He said his brother like 16. He said that his brother just bring dogs home all the time, skinny, scarred up or whatever, adult dogs.
A neighbor who is concerned about the dogs hands Smith a phone. The mother of the young boy is called and wants to speak to the officers.
All right, that's what I need to hear. That's what I need to hear. He said, all right, listen. All right, listen to me, ma'am. He said that you have another son that's 16 and they his dogs. They his dogs.
Come on.
The boy's mother tells Smith her son is lying.
Come on, it's okay. Come on.
When I first asked, I said, who dogs are they? He said, they my brother's dogs. And I said, how old is your brother? He said, his brother's a little older than him, 16. A little while after, the phone rings. The guy handed me the phone. It's the mom on the phone saying, the guy that's telling you they're not his dogs, they're all his dogs. All the dogs are his. And she's saying that she's not taking the fall for those dogs. They all his. So I asked him again, are these dogs yours? He said, no. Then he said, yes, one of them mine. I only brought one in, and that's the tan and white one inside the cage. So he already claiming one of the dogs, so he wants to claim all of them.
The boy is only admitting to owning the pit bull boxer mix that is being kept separate from the others. But the officers don't believe him and think they have enough evidence to charge him with fighting the other dogs.
He putting clothes on, so they're going to arrest him.
As they carefully muzzle and load the dogs into their van, the police escort the 15-year-old from the house. He's been arrested on suspicion of dog fighting, a felony offense. With over 27 years' experience of working as a humane law enforcement officer, Knox has been trained to spot the telltale signs of fighting that will help make a case against the minor.
Dogs were in separate corners of the yard. That means they just don't be together because they would fight. Then they're all mixed pit bulls. Then to top that off, they all had different cuts. Fresh wounds, old wounds, and multiple wounds. One dog had a bowl with his waist in it because he was confined inside of a cage where he couldn't even move if he wanted to. They need to be looked at because I'm not a vet, but some of those wounds they're nasty.
The charges against the minor will be determined by a judge in a court of law. In the meantime, the officers and the 5 dogs head back to the shelter. At the Pennsylvania SPCA, humane law enforcement officers are returning to base. They've seized 5 Pitbull mixes they suspect were being used for illegal dog fighting. Officer Wayne Smith wants Director of Law Enforcement George Bengal to see for himself the most severely injured dog.
Here you go, George. That's bad.
This is horrendous. This dog is definitely a fighting dog. He's got scars all over his face.
Old and new.
Old and new. He's tore. I mean, he's really tore up. He's been through the mill. This dog. That's really sad looking. Well, a dog that's chewed up that badly
is the vet that's going to make the case.
Yeah, vet will make the case because that's not just an accidental fight. I mean, that dog is serious.
Yeah.
Bite marks all over it.
Each of the 5 dogs will be thoroughly examined by SPCA vet Dr. Ravi Murarka. Over the last 28 years, he's witnessed some horrific sights, but he's still shocked by the terrible injuries on the black pit bull's face.
Go see the doctor, come on.
Yeah, oh my God. It has all puncture wound all over the face. Did you see that?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
It's old and new.
Oh, that's unbelievable.
You got an old scar right here.
In all cruelty investigations, the medical staff play a vital role, assessing and documenting evidence that could win or lose a case.
There's actually a 15-year-old juvenile dog.
Oh, really? 15-year-old?
Yeah, 15-year-old juvenile.
Oh, my God. It's unbelievable, unbelievable.
Yeah. Leonard is actually down at the police station pressing charges now.
Looking at the scars all over the face, these are healed up scars. I mean, this guy was in a fight for a long time.
From all these bite marks, Doc, do you think he's in any pain at all?
I mean, definitely. I mean, so these are all infected wounds. And look at especially the ears. Yeah. I mean, so look, this thing is all scabs.
Wow.
Can you believe that she's still wagging the tail with that kind of stuff? No? Huh?
But it's unfortunate that you have a dog like this. It's like having a loaded gun around.
Can I have a...
Possibly he can jump over the gate, snatch someone's poodle, snatch someone's little kitten. He's definitely going to kill it. That's what he's bred to do.
Murarka and the behaviorist team will assess each of the 5 dogs in turn. But after months of being conditioned to fight, their futures remain uncertain.
You know, you are well behaved. Did somebody tell you?
The team's hopes rest on the brown and white boxer mix named Drexel. He has no visible scars. And the officers suspect he was being kept as a pet instead of being used to fight. But behaviorist Nicole Larocco is anxious to make sure he's able to interact with other dogs without becoming aggressive. Adoption director Ray Little and Boogie have come to help out.
So far, Drexel's doing a very good job. Drexel is calm, he's quiet, he's got neutral body language, so he's not being overly dominant. And we're gonna just let them meet. All right, Boog.
It's a tense moment as the 2 dogs start to interact. But Drexel appears calm and relaxed. Larocco is pleased.
You can see that Boogie's really trying to get Drexel to play with him. And Drexel doesn't really understand what's going on, but he's not being aggressive at all either. He's just being kind of sweet and quiet. Just like he doesn't know how to play with humans, he doesn't know how to play with other dogs either. The final prognosis for Drexel is that he is absolutely adoptable. We'd like Drexel to go to a home with experienced dog owners who know a little bit about socializing and training a dog. Because Drexel has had no social interaction and is a complete blank slate where he doesn't know how to interact with people or other dogs or anything like that. So Drexel is going to go up for adoption today. It's a great dog.
It's a great result. Drexel can be placed for adoption and hopefully will find a new home. 10 weeks ago, the Pennsylvania SPCA humane law enforcement officers discovered 5 pit bulls they suspected were being used for fighting. Each of the dogs was closely evaluated, but sadly, the heavily scarred black pit bull and one of the other dogs had become so aggressive they were unable to be rehabilitated and had to be humanely euthanized.
You know, you are well behaved.
But 3 of the dogs had been put up for adoption. Today, events coordinator Rita Ann Provenzano is trying to help the pit bull boxer mix named Drexel find a new home.
You know, we take the mobile adoption unit out, and today we're at a fall festival at the Schuylkill River Park, and it's an annual event. Burger time!
Through public donations, the Pennsylvania SPCA, a nonprofit organization, is able to organize adoption events such as this one to help find new families for the 10,000 animals it rescues each year. Hopefully, it will be Drexel's lucky day.
Because he has the black eye, kind of looks like a bruiser, but the polar opposite.
Right. Nothing could be further from the truth.
Yeah.
Actually, what did that one family say? The one mom said he looked like he had makeup on. She said, I don't know who did your makeup, but your eyeliners, tremendous.
With his good looks and gentle temperament, it shouldn't be too long before Drexel is spotted and given a new home and a new start.
He's beyond anything you could possibly imagine as far as being an adoptable dog. He's just coming from what he did come from, and considering the mess that they were all in, you could never guess that he would be this wonderful of a dog, that he could get past what he's gone through and just ended up being like this. He's fantastic.